Welcome students of class 11. In the previous class we have started the chapter that is states of matter, that is from the first part of your NCERT textbook. Now today we will discuss on the next portion of this chapter. In the previous class we have discussed on the that is the different kinds of intermolecular force, that is van der Waals force, and within van der Waals force there was dipole-dipole interaction, dipole-induced dipole interaction, and hydrogen bonding, ion dipolar interaction. This we have discussed, and this is responsible for different properties of the metal, that is the liquefaction of gases and some solid state or some molecule in the gaseous state, that is for N-pentane or neopentane etc. That is N-pentane is usually liquefiable but not the neopentane. So these are the examples or application of these intermolecular forces. Now in today's part we will discuss on the next portion, that is the Charles law. So in previous class we have discussed on the Boyle's law, that is the parameter, that is the parameter which is responsible for different properties of gases, that are pressure, temperature, volume and amount. Now when these parameters are changes keeping any one constant, then we get different laws, that is these are known as gas law. One is Boyle's law that we have discussed, that is P varies as 1 by T, P varies as 1 by V when T is constant, and we have discussed its graph and also the corollary, that is P1 by P2 equal to V2 by V1. Now using this formula we can easily solve some problem. Now if from this part, that is P equal to K1 into by V. Now if we relate D equal to M by V, now if we change that K1, so V equal to M by D, that is P equal to, so P equal to K1 into D by M, right? So P equal to K1 into D by M. Now so pressure for a fixed amount of gas at constant temperature, P is directly proportional with the density. So this is another extension of the Boyle's law, that is P is proportional to D. For a fixed amount of gas, M is constant. Now this is the another one extension of this rule. Now there is a problem given in your NCERT in text question, that is what is the problem regarding the gas law, that is the Boyle's law, that is a balloon is filled with hydrogen gas, a balloon is filled with hydrogen at room temperature. It will burst if pressure exceeds 0.2 bar. If at 1 bar pressure the gas occupies 2.27 liter volume, up to what volume the balloon can be explained. So here three data is given, that is the P1, P2 and V1, and volume can be expanded, that is V2 we have to extract. Now using these three data, that is P1 V1 equal to P2 V2, we can easily extract the value of V2. Now the later discussion is on the second rule, that is Charles rule, Charles law. So here we have to relate, it is a relation between V and T, where T is absolute temperature. What is absolute temperature? Absolute temperature is the temperature where the volume of the gas is becomes zero, as it is a hypothetical, but the theoretical concept is at the temperature when the volume of the gas is negligible or zero is known as absolute temperature. So V equal to K2 into T. V equal to K2 into T. Now the Charles law tells that when a gas is heated, that is in unit degree increase in temperature, that is per degree increase in the temperature, there is the change in the volume by a percentage, that is its primary value into 1 by 273. That is, if V0 is the initial volume and Vt be the final volume, then Vt equal to V0 plus V0 into T by 273. It is the relation from where we will get the Charles law, that is V directly proportional to T, and using this equation we can make a graph of that, that is V by T. This point is known as absolute zero. This point is known as absolute zero, and it is this. It is expected that it is equal to minus 273 degree centigrade. So it is the mathematical expression or graph of the Charles law. So V equal to K2 into T, and this equation comes from the assumption that with per degree increase in the temperature, the volume of the gas is increases to its primary volume plus its 1 by 273 part. It is the experimental truth. Now, as from here, V1 equal to K2 into T1 and V2 equal to K2 into T2. So, using these two, V1 by V2 equal to T1 by T2. It is also a corollary. V1 by V2 equal to T1 by T2. Now, using this, we can calculate or solve some problem. Next one. So, in Boyle's law, it is the relation between V and T, and the Charles law is, it is tells that for a fixed amount of gas at constant pressure, the volume is directly proportional to its absolute temperature. So Charles law is at fixed pressure and for a fixed amount of gas, at fixed pressure and for a fixed amount of gas, volume is directly proportional to its absolute temperature. It is the statement of Charles law. From there, V varies as T and V equal to K2T, and the previous one, by using these two rules we can easily explain the Charles law. Now next one, that is after the Charles law, it is the Gay-Lussac law of gaseous volume. Next one, that is Gay-Lussac law. Gay-Lussac. It is the relation of pressure and temperature. So, if pressure, temperature, so the left quantity is the volume and in. So, the statement is, for a fixed amount of gas and at a fixed volume, the pressure is directly proportional with the temperature. So for a fixed amount of gas and at a constant volume, pressure is directly proportional to its absolute temperature. So P varies as T. It is the expression of Gay-Lussac gas law. So P by T equal to, here we have to take a proportionality constant, that is K3 into T. So P by T equal to K3. So it is the mathematical expression of Gay-Lussac gas law. So by using this, here we also make a curve, that is P by T curve. Here the P by T curve where V remains constant. P by T curve where V remains constant, and at different temperature we will get different so this is V4, V3, V2, V1. Now V1, V2, V3, V4. So this is the graphical representation of Gay-Lussac gas law. Now next one, that is Avogadro. Avogadro's law of constant volume. Avogadro's law. Here we have to relate V and N. Here we have to relate V and N. So keeping the rest two parameters, that is pressure and temperature constant. So keeping pressure temperature constant for a fixed volume of gas, it tells that in a fixed volume of gas at constant pressure and temperature have the same number of molecules. So what is the statement of the Avogadro's law? That is, at constant pressure and temperature in a fixed volume of gas, of different gas, contains same number of molecules. So V varies as N. So V equal to K4 into N. Now N is equal to the number of moles. So number of mole equal to given mass by molecular mass. So if we replace V into N equal to small m by capital M. So V. So from here we can easily calculate the molecular weight. M equal to K4 into M by V. So K4 into M by V equal to D. So K4 equal to M by D. K4 equal to M by D. So this is the mathematical expression of that. M varies as D. Right? So from this part we have discussed the four gaseous law, so and its graphical representation. In the next class we will discuss on the ideal gas equation and deviation of that. So before that you have to do the NCERT in-text problems from your NCERT textbook. Right? Thank you.